There's probably one more birthday video coming right up.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Okay, yeesh. Yeah, I know, I let some video ideas fall by the wayside, alright? I'm looking to make amends and start healing. My name is Julio, and if watches and memes could have a baby, but they can't, right? I mean, but if they could, but they can't though. But what if they could? But I mean, how would they? They aren't even sentient. Or are they? Before proceeding, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, ring that bell so that you're notified whenever I publish a new video. So, yeah, I did get a little sidetracked with other videos, but I did want to make sure I went over these. I think this video qualifies as an entry in my Learn from an Amateur series. Ha! So, yeah, last year I received a few watch-related gifts for my birthday. Links to all of those down in the descripy crypts. So, do not call it the descripy crypts. Link in the description. One of the gifts I've gotten the most use out of was a few tools that allow me to take some of my basic watch maintenance and maybe some not so basic watch maintenance into my own hands. So I thought I'd go over these in no particular order. Yeah, let's see if I also have some time to give you a quick demonstration of how they work. And yeah, let's do a quick wrist check. I am wearing my Zelos Swordfish 42. You can see my review of this guy's little brother up here in the corner and in the description down below. Let's start with a basic watch tool that every watch aficionado should have, a spring bar removal tool. This one is about as basic as it comes, but it did come with the kit. Oh, look at the kit. Ooh. Dude, come on, man. It came with the kit, all right? So I'll just go over it real quickly. It has a fork end on one side and a pin on the other. So if your watch has drilled lugs, you can easily swap out using this end. I think that's the easiest you get. But if it doesn't, you can always use this end. Now, obviously, there are way better of these, and I will be getting the staple Bergeon 6767 pretty soon. Next up is a caseback wrench. Now, the way this works is basically you take these, which by the way, these are completely removable. It also came with a bunch of these little, and these are all little tips that you can swap out, but I rarely, if ever, have had to. So the way this works is you set your width here by spinning this little wheel. So you can either open it or close it or whatever, and you adjust the third prong here. So if your watch has a screw down case back, you line those up like so, right? And you see that they are basically holding it. That's not going anywhere. Now this usually works in tandem with this. This is a holder. So you put your watch in there, your watch head, and you screw that down nice and tight. And see? None of that's going anywhere. You want to hold this and apply a little bit of force, and off it goes. I'm not going to be removing that because I am not in a sterile environment. I don't want any dust or crap to get in there, but that's pretty much the way you use that. The kit also comes with a little caseback pry tool that you can use to remove pressed casebacks. So pretty much something like this. You can just pop it right off. Jeweler's block, which works in tandem with jeweler's mallet and different gauge punches. Okay, so the way that works is I don't actually have, these are screw pins. I don't actually have any bracelets on me that are with friction pins. So, you know, just imagine you put that there, you use one of these, and using the hard end, you tap, 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 until it comes out the other side. You want to line them up with these little holes here, see? Now, Once you're done sizing, you want to put it back in place, flip it over, put your pin through the end it wants to go, and you tap using the nylon end. This will keep you from scratching up your bracelet. Now, that little block is great for sizing bracelets with friction pins, but for bracelets without them, hopefully you have screw pins like this one right here, which honestly makes sizing so much easier. And for those, you need precision screwdrivers. Now, this I can demonstrate, and it's real easy. You just want to take the right size. Is that the right size? You just want to take the right sized one, and you put in the little screw, and out it goes. See? It's already coming out. I am not sizing this. It's already sized up for me. So I'm going to put that right back where it goes. And yeah, more times than not, bracelets are going to be sized with 1.2 millimeter, which is what this is. The other larger ones, I've literally never used them. Tweezers! This is it. They come with a little cover because this is very sharp. So tweezers. These are for picking up small bits like hands, or for handling batteries if you have stubby sausage fingers like mine. Hand removal tool, tweezers, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I've rarely used these, only used them a handful of times. These are for, as the name says, removing hands. And the way it works is, you basically, when you squeeze down here, you take this end right here, you put that over the hands of your watch, and you pinch them underneath them, and when you press down, that action pulls them out. I've used this a handful of times. Honestly, I'm still very much learning. Hopefully, in the near future, you're going to be able to see this more often as I dip my toe into watch modding. A puffer, to make sure everything in your watch is free of debris before you close it up. A hand press. This is for putting hands back in place. So you would set your watch here with the hands nice and lined up, and then you use this to put those in place. I am going to be looking into getting like little stick type ones, like it's just like this piece, so to speak, because I've had a hell of a time using this accurately. And it does come with all these different little size nubbies. I've kind of marked them off to see which one would more or less be minute or hours hands, but honestly, Case back press. So yeah, you'll see this has a couple of bolt screw type things here. So that's so we can use these dies to adapt them to the size of the case back that we're pressing. This can also be used to press in or press out crystals for when you're doing your modding. So that includes, you know, anything from acrylic to mineral to sapphire crystals. So you choose the right size, you put your case here, and you just apply a little pressure, and there you go. Let's see if I can get a demonstration for you guys. So this, just for demonstration's sake, I loosen this up. This is pretty, I could pretty much just press this in with my hands, but the way that this would go is, put that there, apply just a wee bit of pressure there, and usually it sounds scarier than it actually is, but there you go. It's all nice in place. This, by the way, is a cheap $5, I don't even know what brand it is, watch that I got specifically for the purpose of practicing the use of all these tools. We also have at least two different sets, because they are slightly different sizes, of jeweler's needle nose pliers. These are great for holding little bits that you want to kind of screw in, and just, they come really in handy, especially, like I said before, when you have these little sausage tips that I call fingers. These are great for grabbing little tiny watch bits. Not a tool in and of itself, maybe, but however, most featured on my channel, I'd have to say, are these digital calipers. They're great for taking different measurements, right? Especially when it comes to things like strap width. So usually, you know, especially if you're more into this hobby, you already kind of know what size strap you want your watch takes. But if it's some kind of a mystery, you can use these to kind of figure that out. And you can buy your straps with confidence. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the tools that I own. There's a lot of things that I still want. Like I said earlier, I kind of want those little manual hand presses because the machine is just not for me. I'm also looking forward to getting a Bergeon 6767 spring bar removal tool. So, yeah, I mean, there are so many tools that you can use. Obviously, you know, the more expertise you gain, you want to maybe invest in quality tools. Everything I showed you here, all of it put together costs less than $100. I think something in the neighborhood of like $80 even. The little kit that I showed at the beginning, that's something like $20 off Amazon, eBay. You can get a bunch of different places. But really, if you're gonna be doing this in any sort of anything other than amateurish capacity, that's not going to be good for you. You know, you're going to waste your money. You want to get better tools if you're going to be doing this with a certain frequency. Me, I don't need much more than what I showed you. I'm sure that as I continue to wade into the waters of watch modding, I'm going to start finding the need to replace some of these with better, slightly more expensive variations of the tools that I've showed you. But for now, what I have will do me just fine. So, what did you think about these? Do you have any of these tools? Do you have any suggestions for better ones that I could get? I'd love to hear what you have to say. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. That'll be it for today. Stay safe, mask up, and be kind to each other, because life can change in a split second.
Whoa! You made it all the way to the end of the video? Really? That's amazing. Even I don't make it all the way to the end of the video. Well, if you like what you saw, click here for another video and click here to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified whenever I publish a new video. Thanks for watching.